So here's my newest project. I got that barn to tear down. I've already messed with this one a little bit this afternoon. Just kind of see exactly what I'm working with. We're gonna tear these down. They ain't nothing but old pine wood, so we're gonna burn them in a hole over here with some trees. And let me put that right there. Burn permit. Finished cleaning all this crap up. Gotta take some trees down, and got a old single wide trailer over here. We're gonna strip all the metal off and tear it down and haul it off. Got a barn over here. It's pretty much old homestead. Guy come in here, mulched it all up. We're just gonna clean it up so it don't look so darn bad. Got a house up there to tear down. A barn back there. And then there's another big old 2-story barn over here I got to rip out. That one right there. Get all this cleaned out. Probably gonna build a house up here. So tear down the old farmhouse and shed back there, and I think there's another one back there, and that one, the trailer. Just clean all that up. These two buildings over here. It's a pretty good little project. We had a guy come in here and mulched it all up. It don't look bad. He said it was so thick you couldn't even walk through here or see it. But guy did a pretty good job, it looks like. Alright, I'm gonna actually get, there's a stovepipe in here, had a old wood heater I actually need for mine, so I'm gonna rob it out of here and put it in my building. Ain't nothing like scavenging. There's my wood heater in there. There's an elbow, it's a flex elbow, and that actually looks fairly new. So, as of like 20 years old or so. So I'm gonna grab it and head on to the house. You need a muffler? There's a muffler. So here's a better view of everything I got to take down. Take down the old farmhouse there. Clean up all these barns over here. Just one thing after another out here. Old house there. It's got like 10 additions on it. So you got a barn down here, barn down there, old barn there, a trailer, barns over there. Get all this mess cleaned up. Had a guy come in here and mulch it. Did good though. Shame ain't none of this stuff worth it, darn. It's just well beyond its prime. It ain't good for nothing but a match. But there's some snakes in there. That's the way the old farmers did it though. You can see all the additions. One addition, that was the original barn, and they put this on the side. No telling what you'll find in there. Ain't no telling. Find out when I rip into it though. Moving on to the second barn, I figured I'd take a little video of this. This is actually an old log built barn. Now it's beyond repair, as you can tell. But this was actually a tobacco barn, and what they would do, they're usually like 16 by 16 or 20 by 20. Originally it was built out of the logs. You can see where they were all stacked up and then interlocked. But see all the logs in there? Well, they would run from wall to wall, and they would create poles where they'd take the tobacco and hang in there. And the old guy was saying that this was actually a wood furnace in here, and it would dry it out, cure it. So these were called curing barns, where it would sit in there however long, probably a week or so, for it to dry out. And then as they got a little bit more modern into the 50s and 60s, they started putting oil heaters and gas heaters in there. But yeah, all those poles would come all the way across to this wall. See those three right there? Well, they've already fallen down since I pushed it. Well, you would go in there, and you would somebody would be hanging it up in there. You would bring it in and hang it up in there so that it would cure out. Pretty neat old piece of history there. But I mean, you can see right here, they actually did a good job hanging them together, stacking them. And it looks like over time that got bad, so they put one by on the side and then put the old tar paper on it. But you can tell right there she was rotten really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this up and pulling the metal out of it, getting it all cleaned up. So I'll do a little drive-by to kind of show you what I got everything cleaned up. That's where the old farmhouse was, right there. And then the big old barn was over there, but we left the well. Got all this crap cleaned up. It's too cold out here to be walking around. It never made it out. It's still in the 20s. Two old barns back there. The single wide trailer was right there. Old barn right there. I didn't clean. I mean, I got all the trash cleaned up. He's got several skid steers. He can come in here and grade it all out, so he won't too worried about spending a lot of time making it look incredibly pretty. Got these old barns right here taken out. That's what's left of the metal. There was a pile about 3 times that big. Just the scrap guy's been coming and cleaning it up. And then old burn hole here, all the trees and junk in it. That's gonna burn down tonight, and I'll just finish covering it up. And that old log cabin barn was right there, so got a lot taken down and cleaned up. A couple of days. Move on to the back there, and I got to dig a pond out and do some more work. So that's it for the demolition work here for now.